It's the Gear Tester here, and welcome to part 3 of my series documenting the step-by-step process that I have gone through to modify a Viking hand axe from cold steel. The next thing that I need to do in the process of modifying my cold steel Viking hand axe is to fix the handle. You can see here that the head of the axe actually was pressed onto this handle and it created a little shelf or ledge here. And that's a problem because as you use the axe, okay, the head is going to continue to bite in. It's going to friction fit in further onto this handle, and it's going to split off portions of the handle and probably come off eventually if I don't stop that cutting process into the handle. Really, the axe head should fit around the handle, right? Should friction fit in and lock in rather than starting to bite in here. So I need to carefully fit the axe head. And the first step to doing that is to remove this little ledge. I'm going to be using my Mora Classic Craftsman 612 knife in order to do that. And I'm going to be very careful as I do this. It would be easy to cut too much off. So I need to fix the problem without removing too much wood so the head will still fit easily onto this particular handle, or else I'm going to ultimately end up having to buy another handle as well. The tools that you're going to need to fix your handle, if you need to do that on your particular hand axe from cold steel or tomahawk, are going to be very simple. A small fixed blade knife and some sandpaper will do just perfectly. At least that's all I needed. I'm using here the Mora Classic Craftsman 612 and some sandpaper, and you can see I'm doing this portion of the video in fast forward because I chose to take a significant amount of time to work on this modification. And patience and time are going to be your friends here. Be easy to just kind of force your way through, but you know, you're actually trying to remove actually very little amounts of wood. You can see here I'm trying the axe handle on and off, and I'm worried about that little gap there. And I do that throughout this process a number of times. You're not seeing all the footage or all the time that it took me to do this modification. It's very simple, but it's going to take time. And be patient, because you can really, you know, one strong movement with the knife can really, in essence, alter your handle in a way that will make it unusable if you remove too much of it there. But it's just a time-consuming process. You know, I think this overall, the whole time that I used to modify this Viking hand axe, the handle portion of it, was probably about 15 minutes. So it's not, we're not talking hours of time, but we're just talking about being careful and consistent as you work on it. Once you're done working or removing material, you're going to want to make sure that the head actually fits. You can see I'm driving the head on here by turning the axe head upside down and then just striking it and allowing the head to kind of friction fit there. You'll notice that the set screw hole is just maybe 1/8 of an inch removed there. So I think the set screw hole could still work if you want to put that back in, but you can see there was some change there. The next thing you want to do is go out and actually check how well the axe head works in terms of the handle. Make sure the fit is actually the way you want it to be operating. You can see here I'm cutting some wood down, and the modification that I made there worked just perfectly. One of the things that I wanted to test, though, was how well my handle modification worked when I cut large pieces of wood. You can see there that the past little clip that I showed you there was just cutting some limbs off. But here I really worked through quite a large dead tree, and the handle really friction fit well in there. You can still take it off if you're worried about it, but I really wanted to test how well my modification on the handle had actually worked. And you can see it worked just great. In the next installment of my Viking hand axe modification series, I'll be focusing on sanding and polishing the face of my axe head in preparation for the etching process. If you are interested in this series, if you like this past video and you're wanting to be alerted when the next one is produced, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your views and your subscriptions. My goal is to produce quality video reviews on the topics of shooting, camping, and survival gear. This is the Gear Tester signing off.